Hey there, welcome to week 4 of the Active Body and Mind program. This week we're going to be discussing how to spice up your week and burn more fat. Now last week your action step was to complete a weekly plan, which I'm now providing some feedback on. And one of the key things I'm going to be looking at is how much variety is in your plan. We've all heard the old saying that variety is the spice of life. And when it comes to body and health transformation, it really is the key that's going to assist you to keep getting results. It's amazing that for most people, they don't eat anything more than 20 food choices in their lifetime. And when it comes to body transformation, people will often restrict their food take even further, with most people making less than 5 choices throughout a healthy eating plan. Now when you think about it, when it comes to the food variety that you're eating, it's going to be one of the things that literally makes or breaks your success. So you know by now that the more you restrict your food, the more it is that you're actually slowing your metabolism down when it comes to overall food quantities. And when it comes to actually ensuring you're getting the variety and the types of foods you're eating, this is what's going to really create the metabolism that's going to speed up fat loss and ensure you keep building muscle to change your overall body composition and boost your metabolism. Now, if you've already been achieving fantastic results with what you've been doing so far, then you're going to notice that by increasing your food variety, you're going to keep achieving results. If, on the other hand, you haven't yet had the physical transformation that you were hoping for, then you're going to notice that by increasing variety, it's really going to give you the edge that you've been looking for. If you haven't yet achieved your transformation that you were seeking and you really haven't noticed a big shift in your overall weight and your measurements, then by now you may also start to get tempted to cut calories, getting back to that old belief that to lose weight you've just simply got to restrict your energy intake. Think about what this might do when you know by now you're already increasing your weights pretty much on a week-by-week basis for most of you. You're also increasing your intensity in your cardio workouts. So you can appreciate that the changes that you're making in the way that you exercise are placing greater physical demands on your body. Consider what the impacts would be if at the same time you're increasing the physical demands on your body, you restrict the very fuel you need to keep achieving these results. You know by now that by cutting calories, by restricting your intake at the same time that you increase your exercise and the intensity, you're going to create a resistant metabolism where the gap is too high and your metabolism slows down back into that starvation mode. So instead, rather than restricting calories, I want you to be thinking, how can I get more variety in what I'm eating? And one of the best questions to ask yourself is how much colour is there in what I'm eating? So the more colour, the better. So if you want to increase your variety in each food, aim for a rainbow every time you eat. Instead of the old banana and potatoes, go for blueberries, raspberries, kiwi fruits, squash, pumpkin, greens such as spinach, or even broccoli. All of those vibrant colours that jump out at you. The brighter, the better. And what you're going to notice is that by you increasing the variety in what you're eating, by you finding ways to make your food look even more appetising through colour, ensuring you're choosing the freshest, the highest quality foods, you're going to want to keep doing what you're doing. Compare this to choosing only a few options, limiting yourself, and getting bored with what you're doing. How long do you think you're going to keep taking action when you're choosing from only 5 or so foods? It's going to be what it has in the past, which is a short-term fad. So instead, I want you to be creating the habits that are going to assist you to keep eating this way, not just now, but for a lifetime. And this simple step, just remembering variety and colour, is really going to be your secret weapon. So how are you going to do it? What are you going to change right now? So the low energy carbohydrates, your plant foods, are where you're going to find the most colour. the least processed, the better. And obviously when it comes to fruit and vegetables, it's about as less processed and refined as you can get. Now, of course, we still want to ensure we're eating our high energy carbohydrates. And by now, I really want you to be looking wherever possible for your premium grains. On top of that, aim to make choices for the least refined, least processed as possible. So for example, when it comes to bread choices or to rice choices, you want to aim for the foods that are most natural. So brown rice, for example, brown bread. They've been through the least amount of refining and therefore are more biologically suitable to our bodies and easier to digest and extract the nutrients that we're actually going to be using in our day-to-day functioning of our body. So when it comes to variety, it really is going to be your solution to achieving and sustaining optimal health and body transformation. Now, by now, I know that you're very much aware of the benefits that you can achieve through including supplements such as whey protein. And that's fantastic, and it's really going to assist you to keep achieving the results. Now, some may be tempted to let whey proteins and supplements take over their need for whole foods. Now, the only way that supplements are really going to be able to do their job is if you're combining these with whole foods. In fact, the higher the quality and the greater the range of whole foods you're eating, the greater the effects you're going to achieve from including supplements such as whey protein in your overall eating plan. So in summary, variety, spicing up your week, is really going to be the solution to sustained fat loss and body transformation changes. It's a simple one, but it works. So let's have a look at how you're going to get more variety into your food this week. Your action steps for this week. So of course you're going to be getting some individual feedback from me on the weekly plans that you've produced. So make sure you take the time to review feedback and look at the changes that you'll be making based on the feedback with your plan for this week. And then the second step, I want you to assess your own plan. Have a look and see how many choices you make in a day. Is it 5 or 6, or is it less than that? I want you to notice how many choices you're making so that you can see for yourself how you're going in terms of getting the variety in your foods. And then the third step, I want you to set yourself a goal this week to make 3 new MP meals, your own creations, aiming to make them as colourful as possible, as many colours and as bright as possible. Then I want you to give it a cool name, and I want you to take a photo and share it with the group, along with, of course, the recipe, so we can all be inspired and come up with some new variations of meals in which we can be eating each week. And then the final step, I also want you to set yourself a goal of adding 1 more food choice to your overall daily plan each day for the next 7 days. What this is going to do is it's going to increase your food choices that you're eating from, say, 5 or 6 to 12 to 13. And this is going to make a big difference in the overall ability you'll have to keep taking action, to maintain and to improve on the results that you're getting right now. So there you have it, the 4 simple steps this week to spice up your week and to burn more fat. So I'd love to hear how you've been going. I'd love you to share what the lessons are that you've been learning, the actions that you've been taking. And of course, if you've got any questions, make sure you take the time to send me an email or post on Facebook so that others can also benefit from the questions that you're asking. So now, before we sign off, I want you just to take the time to notice what it is that the changes you're making in the way that you eat, the way that you exercise, the way that you think, your overall lifestyle. I want you to notice the changes and the impact that this is having on you and those around you. And I want you to notice the future you're creating for yourself, taking yourself forward to a time in the future, a time that's right for you. And I want you to see what it is that you're seeing, to notice the changes within yourself and those around you. So notice the future you're creating for yourself and believe that each of the steps you're taking on a daily basis are the steps that are going to make the difference for you and create the future, the body and health that you've dreamed of. This has been Rachel Van Oosten. This is Active Body, and I look forward to hanging out with you again soon. Bye for now.